Hi everyone, welcome to day 5 of Gloria Dei's online vacation Bible school, the craft portion. I can't even begin to believe it's already day 5. But we're gonna do our craft anyway. And I've got some fun stuff in front of me, okay? And these are the supplies that you're going to need. You're going to need some small paper plates, or small foam plates, whatever you might have at home. You are going to need a couple ping pong balls, okay? Some duct tape, some tape, and some Velcro. Now, Velcro is something you might not have at home, and that's okay. You can also just use duct tape if you'd like, but the game won't really last that long if you use the duct tape. And your paper plates might get ruined faster, but that's okay too, all right? I'm gonna show you both ways, okay? So then you can determine what you would like to use. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is you're gonna need 2 paper plates. What we're gonna make today is we are going to make a stick with me catch game, all right? Now, we're talking, if you've already seen the Bible lesson video from Miss Janet, you know that the lesson we learned today, the story we learned, is about how Jesus ascended into heaven, right? He was with his disciples, and then all of a sudden, he said, I will come back soon, and he was lifted and taken up into the sky. And they were amazed by that, right? And so we're going to play this, or we're going to make, and then we're going to play this stick with me catch game, because that's what Jesus wants us to do. Jesus wants us to be stuck to him, and he wants us to tell everyone that we know and people we just meet all about what he has done for us and for them, so that they too will stick with him, right? And stick to him. I love it. All right, so we're going to get started, okay? I'm going to just move my scissors down because I need the duct tape. You can use any color you like. I kind of liked this fun stripy color for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make handles, okay, for the sticky catch and release game. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to need kind of a longer piece, and you're going to fold it over so that it sticks to each other, kind of like a big tape thing, and that your hand will fit in there, okay? This is where you might need your mom and dad's help, or an older sibling, or grandma and grandpa, whoever you can find, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your paper plate, and I've got the back in my hand, and we're gonna just stick it like that. All right, so it's stuck. Now, this part is also sticky, and that's okay, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take another piece of the tape, just a smaller one, and I'm just going to lay it over the sticky part so that it sticks to my sticky part. Okay, and kind of play with it a little bit so it's stuck to my plate. And there we go. Then if I lay it down, then it's not going to stick to anything. So there you go. You have your own little catch pad. All right. There we go. So there's one. So then we have to do the same to the other, because in this game, you're playing with another person, because you both want it to stick. Whoops. You want it to stick to you. Okay. Oh, I got little pieces everywhere. That's okay. All right. So we've got our second piece of tape, and we're going to do the same thing. Okay. We're going to put it so that I cut this one a little shorter. So you're going to want to watch, because you want to make sure your hand will fit in there. And then you're going to put it right over the paper plate, just like we did before. And then you're going to get just another piece, smaller, to put over it so that it, just like before, doesn't stick to anything. Okay, there we go. Oop, I did that one a little long. but that's okay. Okay. It's okay if it sticks to the paper plate a little more than it should. However you can get it. Okay, so there. Now I have my 2 sticky things. How cool is that? I love it. So now here's the fun part. You can do this one of 2 ways. If you have Velcro, you can use that. So I'm going to take this out of the package. And what you're going to want to do is it'll cut, but you're going to want to put the 2 pieces that go together, okay, so that you know what needs to be where. Okay, so here's the fun part of it. All right, then you got to peel them apart. All right, you're going to take the harder surface, not the smooth, the fuzzy surface, okay? The harder surface. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half to put on the paper plate. And I like this because it's got a sticky back. So I'm going to just do it that way, okay? So I've got the 2 harder parts on the paper plate. See, just like that. Then I'm going to take this, and you can cut it if you like in your ping pong ball, but I'm actually just going to wrap it on the ping pong ball. And it doesn't go all the way around, but if you have plenty, that's fine. But then, and you're going to do the same for this one, okay? And if you have extra, if I was to, so like here, let me show you. So I've wrapped that on there. We're going to pull this one apart too, so that the rough Velcro is on this paper plate. Okay. Now I laid these up way. You can really put them on however you like. And if you have a lot of Velcro, you can cover your paper plate in Velcro. It's, again, ask your parents' permission, okay? For this one, I'm going to cut this a little bit because I want to finish covering the ball with this smooth Velcro. Okay, so I just kind of filled in there. And then what I'm going to do is cut it in half again, because you want it to be fun. And you don't want to be chasing your ping pong ball all the way around the room unless, you know, that's what you find fun. I'd like it to stick to my plate. All right, so there we go. I've kind of covered my ping pong ball, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're both going to play. Now, you can add more of the Velcro, the rough parts to this if you have it, or this can just be the challenging part, is that you have 2 people playing and you're going to try to catch it in that little area. Now, you can also decorate the outside if you want. You don't have to. But then you're going to stand off and you're going to just try to throw it and catch it. See? And it comes right off. So I'm going to throw it, and look at that. You're going to have to kind of move your hand so that you know where it's going to catch. And that's the same with this one too. And then you're going to take it, you're going to throw it back to your friend or your family member who might be over there. Oh, and I just threw it across the room. But there you have it. You have your own sticky game. Just a second, and I'm going to grab the ball. And that's what happens with this game, because not all the time will it stay right where you need it to. So maybe you start so close together, see if it'll stick, take a few steps back and see how far you can do it with your that Velcro, okay? Now, like I said, if you don't have Velcro, you can also do it with duct tape, okay? And I'm going to show you. Now, this might need extra duct tape, and that's just something you have to talk to mom and dad about, okay? So you're gonna make your same handles on the back side, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and do that because I want you to be able to see how this all really plays out, okay? So I'm gonna wrap it around my hand, get my handle, okay, get it on my plate. I'm going to, like I said, do exactly the same way. Take a smaller piece and just put it over so that you can get your hand in there when you're playing. Oops. Okay. See? So there we go. Do that for number 2. Now, if you have to use scissors for the duct tape, that's fine too. It's not gonna, you take your time in how you build it, okay? So there's my second handle. Gonna take a little small piece of duct tape. I'm using the same duct tape from earlier, but like I said, you know, talk to your mom and dad. They might have some different fun colors for you. You just never know. Or they just might have black or silver, and there's nothing wrong with that either. Okay, so there you go. Now you've got your 2 handles. Now, like I said, instead of using Velcro, you're gonna just use the duct tape again. You can use the same duct tape that you used for the handles. It's not going to make a difference. And that's what all you're going to do is you're going to make, I'm going to cut this in half because I got a little too much there. You're going to just make small stickies so that the duct tape is the smooth parts inside. And then you're going to just stick them with the seam down to your paper plate. Just like that. See? So I'm going to do a second one with the seam down. Now, the nice thing about the duct tape is that you can do more of it if you want. Okay? Now, the thing with this is that when you use duct tape instead of Velcro, your ping pong ball might have a little harder time sticking than it would with the Velcro, because like with the Velcro, we have the smooth fuzzy part that knows to stick to the rough part, okay? A ping pong ball is just looking to maybe stick to something sticky, okay? So, but then there you go. You're kind of ready. You don't really need anything on your ping pong ball because the tape is sticky enough. Oh, but that's the problem. It might not be. So, but if you throw it hard enough, look at that, it's stuck. So, but it also bounces off. So it's kind of one of those, you have to see. So as you catch it, you might want to catch it down instead of up so that the ball lands and sticks to the duct tape, okay? But then you can use it the same way. It's just go from one friend to the next or one family member to the next and try to catch it, just like that. Now, the thing is, like I said, your duct tape might get worn and you might have to replace it, and that's okay. It can come right off. It's just a paper plate and duct tape. Now, you might have a better chance of making your ball stick if you use more duct tape. So maybe you add a piece here and a piece there, and that way then your whole plate is covered, okay? But that's the fun part, is that you can create the game that you want to play with your friends or with your family. Just make sure you have mom or dad's permission, especially if you want to use the Velcro, because it will stick a little better. And if you get a little more, I still have to, if I use this whole package to make it, I could really cover, and then you could even have a second ping pong ball. But just make sure you talk to your moms and dads, okay? And if you go out to buy Velcro, Velcro is not very expensive. I got this whole package for around $3 to $4, and it made a whole game. So, and it's a lot of fun, right? All to remind us of how Jesus wants us to stick with him, to stick to him, because he loves us so, and we might not see him each and every day like the disciples did, because Jesus ascended and he is in heaven, but he is with us and he takes care of us and he's walking right beside us and he listens and he hears everything that we need and he answers our prayers each and every time we pray. We might just have to wait a little bit for it to come to fruition, but God is still right there active and listening and being with us. And that's what we want to remember, because someday soon, right, we'll all get to spend time in heaven with Jesus. And that is the most amazing news right there. Well, I hope you've had a great time this week with our crafts that we've done. Enjoy, and I hope you enjoy the Stick With Me game. I pray that you have a great rest of your year, and I'll look forward to seeing you when I see you. Take care. Bye-bye.